In the thriller horror film Night Teeth, Zoe and Blair, two vampires, attempt to carry out their master's plot to subjugate humans. Human Benny, who is drawn into their plan, is compelled to spend the night with them in order to survive. The movie opens with a prologue that describes how, after a horrifying battle between vampires and humans, a peace was reached in which the former swore to live in secrecy, while humans continued living their regular lives and the knowledge of vampires vanished. Vampires had to abide by certain rules, one of which was to stay out of Jay Perez's protected Boyle Heights neighborhood in Los Angeles. The ceasefire is broken when a vampire named Victor wanders into Boyle Heights and attacks Jay and his lover, Maria. He abducts Maria, starting a war between vampires and humans. Benny and Jay's younger brother works hard as a student to support his grandma, but Jay works as a driver. Benny insists on filling in for Jay so that he may earn a few extra dollars. Even when Jay cancels his rides to go look for Maria, Jay agrees grudgingly and requests that he brings up two girls from a Beverly Hills home. In the meantime, Jay uses the help of his fellow vampire hunters to save Maria. Zoe tells Benny about a list of events, and he picks up Zoe and Blair from a mansion and drives them there. When the two are out, Benny finds Zoe's phone in the car. Victor's text asking about Jay are visible to him. Benny searches Zoe's suitcase and finds money that is covered in blood. Benny runs into the hotel in horror, only to discover that his customers are vampires that feed on human blood. When Benny tries to run away, the vampires abduct him and threaten him. What happens next is a deadly struggle between the factions that build into a nightmare crescendo. Will Benny be able to endure? The two girls are Victor's employees and are helping him overthrow the current vampire tyrants so that he can rule over and exterminate the human race. They must defeat 5 important bosses in order to accomplish this. Leaders of vampires uphold the truce and would have united to kill anyone who broke their rules. Victor was forced to execute them all at once as a result. Victor lured Zoe and Blair to the final party, which is Victor's mansion, with the intention of killing them first, then killing Jay. But his plan was thwarted when Jay and Benny were received by Benny in disguise. Victor is confident that they can execute the plan, but only after killing Eva, Grace, and the executive team. He visits the higher management and successfully completes his task by killing them while the girls are killing other bosses. Soon after, Night Legion, another group of vampire hunters, ambush Benny and the girls, so Benny takes them to his grandmother's house to hide. When Zoe contacts Victor to express her trepidation about the direction the night is taking, he reassures her that the trip to Venice to murder Rocco will be their last murder of the evening, and that they will then take over the city. Victor summons Jay and his friend to a meeting in the interim. He reveals his plans to take control of the city at the meeting, as well as the information that Jay's girlfriend Maria has been dead and is being eaten. Jay shoots him in the head, but he recovers from the wound. The setting shifts, and Benny travels to Venice with the two female vampires as they prepare for the ultimate slaughter. They stumble upon Rocco, who is already dubious about their unexpected presence. In order to speak alone with Rocco, Zoe asks Benny and Blair to meet her at the pool. As they converse outside, Zoe attempts to kill Rocco inside but is stopped by soldiers. Blair instantly alerts Benny that Jay is with Victor as they all depart Rocco's after failing to kill him. One of the Night Legion members strikes Zoe with one of their specialized crossbows, which can kill vampires before Benny can chase them away. After a full-fledged fight, Benny is able to escape in the girl's car and drives to see Victor. Just as the light is rising, Blair asks Benny to take them to the last spot on their agenda. When they get to Victor's house, Benny says he must go get his brother, but Blair tells him to leave because she fears he'll get killed if he picks a fight with Victor. In spite of his hesitation and uncertainty, Benny enters the house and finds a basement full of abducted people, including Jay, who's providing blood for Victor. Before he can save his brother, Benny is captured by Victor. In an effort to make a deal with Victor, he offers to give himself up in exchange for Jay. He tries to attack Victor, thinking he has caught him off guard, but is unsuccessful. On the other hand, Blair intervenes to defend Benny. When Zoe says she doesn't want anything to do without Blair, the women dispute. She gets stabbed by Zoe with the vampire hunting blade after she declines to stay with her. However, Benny starts the car he had positioned in front of the huge windows of the house before she can kill Blair. On the car's accelerator pedal, he had placed a large stone. In addition to killing Zoe, the car's impact of the windows breaks the glass and lets in sunlight. Benny is warned to leave, and that is to trap by Jay, who has miraculously escaped. But it is too late, and Victor bites Benny's neck. Victor is stabbed by Blair, who is still alive, and Victor is then pushed into the sun by Jay, where he instantly burns up. Blair turns Benny into a vampire since he has lost a lot of blood and needs to be saved from death. Benny and Jay share dinner together. Jay claims that because of the way things have evolved, a conflict between vampires and humans is inevitable, and everyone involved will have to pick a side. When Benny realizes he gets up to leave, he admits that he left Jay a bag full of cash before leaving. Benny is seen studying at the library at his old university. He notices his former classmate and overhears laughter. He clearly wants to murder one of his classmates and suck her blood, but he restrains himself. He runs into the same classmates outside the library and is on the verge of attacking them. Blair, though, arrives just in time to pick him up. The movie ends with Benny offering his friends a ride before leaving. That's it for today's movie recap. Let us know your thoughts on this movie down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.